Hello everyone, thanks for joining us as we kick off another week packed with weather surprises. Buckle up for a wild week of weather across the Midwest and Northeast. Whether you're a fan of winter's chill or eager for spring's warmth, you'll want to pay close attention to what's coming your way. Mother Nature is serving up a true battle of the seasons. Winter's not done yet, but spring is ready to burst in. We're seeing a dramatic tug of war, with cold air clashing against warmer, milder breezes, creating a recipe for some truly unpredictable days ahead. Expect snow, ice, chilly rain, and then a dramatic warm-up. You might wake up to snowflakes and end the day with sunshine and birds chirping outside your window. Two fast-moving storms will sweep through, bringing quick hits of wintry weather before a major flip to spring-like warmth. These systems will move rapidly, so conditions could change in just a matter of hours. Early in the week, watch for slippery roads and slow commutes. Morning drives could be tricky, with icy patches and reduced visibility, so give yourself extra time and stay alert. But by week's end, temperatures will soar well above average, and cities shoveling snow will be basking in sunshine. Parks will go from frosty white to vibrant green almost overnight, and you'll want to swap your boots for sneakers. It's a classic March transition. Keep your winter coat and sunglasses handy. You might need both in the same day, as the weather swings from cold and cloudy to bright and warm. We'll break down the timing, impacts, and who gets what, plus the risks that come with a rapid thaw. We'll also look at which areas could see the biggest changes and how to prepare for sudden shifts. There's even a chance for ice jams and minor flooding, as all that snow and ice melts fast. Rivers and streams could rise quickly, so keep an eye on local alerts if you live near waterways. So grab your coffee. Let's dive into this action-packed forecast. Whether you're planning your week or just curious about what's next, we've got you covered. From winter's last stand to spring's big arrival, here's what you need to know. We'll guide you through every twist and turn, so you're ready for whatever the skies bring. Let's get into the details of this wild week ahead. Stay tuned as we track every front, every flake, and every ray of sunshine. And that's what's going on around the country. Here's what you can expect. No matter where you are, this week promises to keep you on your toes. Our first storm is a quick, sneaky system racing across the Midwest. Not a blizzard, just a fast burst of snow and ice from Nebraska to the Ohio Valley. Southern Iowa, northern Missouri, and central Illinois saw a quick 1-3 inches, making for slick roads and tricky commutes. Major highways like I-70, I-35, and I-55 were hit hardest overnight. This clipper system is all about speed, not big snow totals. The main impact: sudden slippery conditions and a quick drop in temperature. By Monday morning, the storm was already moving out, leaving behind a wintry reminder and a fast cleanup. The Midwest got its quick hit. Winter's not quite done yet. But with the storm gone, attention shifts east for the next round. This was just the opening act for bigger changes coming later in the week. Stay tuned for what's next. As the first storm of the week moved steadily eastward, it signaled the start of a challenging day for millions across the region. The sky was heavy and gray, casting a somber mood over the city as people braced for what was to come. This system brought a messy mix of precipitation to the Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic, turning streets into a patchwork of slush and puddles. Commuters bundled up, umbrellas in hand, as they navigated the slick sidewalks and unpredictable weather. Snow, sleet, freezing rain, and cold rain all arrived in quick succession, making for a truly sloppy Monday commute from Indiana to Maryland. Roads were treacherous, and drivers had to be extra cautious as visibility dropped, and surfaces became slick. Cities like Cincinnati and Charleston faced especially hazardous conditions, with slushy, slippery roads causing slowdowns and accidents, particularly on bridges and overpasses, where ice formed quickly and caught many off guard. Most areas saw just a light coating to an inch of snow, enough to make travel tricky. However, some spots in southern Indiana and the higher elevations of the Appalachians picked up a quick 1 to 3 inches, blanketing the landscape in white and making for a wintry scene. For cities like Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, the story was mostly about a cold, dreary rain. Streets glistened under the steady drizzle, and the chill in the air made it feel even more raw and unpleasant for anyone venturing outside. By Monday afternoon, the worst of the storm was fading, with clouds beginning to break and the system moving off the Atlantic coast. Wet streets and lingering puddles were left behind as the region caught a brief break from the wintry mess. This storm didn't break any records, but it certainly made its presence felt. It set the stage for what's coming next. hinting that winter's grip was far from over. The cold air left behind chilled the ground, creating icy patches and priming the region for the next system. With temperatures staying low, any new precipitation would have an easier time sticking and accumulating. As the east began the cleanup process, forecasters turned their attention to the west, where another, potentially stronger storm was already brewing and heading their way. The first act of this winter story was over, but the main event was just around the corner. Winter's not done yet, so bundle up and stay tuned to see what's next. Now for the main event, storm number 2. This one's bigger, more organized, and tracking farther north. The Great Lakes and interior Northeast are in line for the heaviest snow. Cities like Detroit, Buffalo, and Burlington could see several inches, making travel tough. Major highways in Michigan and upstate New York may become snow-covered and dangerous. Wet, heavy snow could also bring scattered power outages. Meanwhile, a sharp dividing line sets up. North gets snow, south gets a messy mix, or rain. The transition zone will be key, with impacts changing quickly over short distances. Timing is everything. Expect tough travel Tuesday into Wednesday. This is the classic late winter storm, snow, ice, and rain all in one. Let's break down the mix. The clash of warm and cold air brings a tricky wintry mix, setting the stage for a dramatic weather event across the Northeast. As these two air masses collide, the atmosphere becomes a battleground, with temperatures teetering right around the freezing mark. This delicate balance means that even a slight shift can change snow to sleet or rain to ice in a matter of minutes. Cities like Harrisburg could start Tuesday with sleet or freezing rain before switching to rain as temps rise. Commuters heading out early may face slick sidewalks and icy windshields, making the morning drive especially hazardous. As the day progresses, a warm push of air will nudge temperatures just above freezing, turning that icy mix into a cold, steady rain. Even a thin glaze of ice can make travel nearly impossible. Power lines and tree branches may become coated in ice, increasing the risk of outages and downed limbs. Roads that look wet could actually be sheets of black ice, catching drivers off guard. Along the I-95 corridor, expect a slow northward crawl of the rain-snow line. Timing will make all the difference. Morning commuters in Philadelphia, New York, and Boston could see a mix of snow, sleet, and rain, with conditions changing hour by hour. Upstate New York and interior New England hold on to snow longer, while southern New England sees a changeover to rain. In the higher elevations, snow may pile up before the inevitable switch, creating a slushy mess as rain falls on top of fresh snow. Snow totals will be limited in big cities, but ice and water could cause headaches. Slushy sidewalks and puddles will make getting around a challenge, and storm drains may struggle to keep up with the rapid melting. By Wednesday, most of the Northeast will see rain, with lingering snow only in far northern areas. The landscape will quickly shift from white to gray as rain washes away much of the snowpack. Melting snow and rain will send water rushing into streams and rivers. This rapid runoff can quickly raise water levels, especially in low-lying areas and near riverbanks. The wintry part ends, but now flooding becomes the concern. Streets and fields may see standing water, and basements could be at risk as the ground struggles to absorb all the moisture. The transition is fast and dramatic, with weather conditions changing almost before your eyes. One moment it's snowing, the next it's pouring rain. Stay alert for changing conditions. Check forecasts frequently, and be prepared for sudden shifts in precipitation and temperature. Next up, the flood risk. As the region dries out from the wintry mix, keep an eye on local waterways and heed any flood advisories. The Great Midweek Mix-Up is a reminder that winter weather can be unpredictable, and preparation is key to staying safe. As rain and warmth arrive, ice jams become a real threat. Rivers across the Northeast are covered in thick ice. Now, rapid runoff and melting snow break it up fast. Chunks of ice can pile up at bends or bridges, blocking river flow and causing sudden flooding. Water can rise several feet in hours, pushing ice and water into normally dry areas. These massive ice slabs can damage docks, bridges, and riverbanks. Low-lying areas near rivers are most at risk. Stay alert for local warnings. Emergency managers will be watching closely. If you live near a river known for ice jams, have a plan to move to higher ground. This is a serious localized hazard during a rapid thaw. Pay attention to alerts and be ready to act. Ice jams are unpredictable but dangerous. Take them seriously. Beyond ice jams, rain and melting snow will raise river levels across the Northeast. With frozen ground, water runs off quickly into streams and rivers, increasing flood risk. Smaller creeks will rise first, possibly flooding low-lying areas and roads. Larger rivers like the Susquehanna and Hudson will rise more slowly, peaking later in the week. Most flooding will be minor, but riverfront parks, farmland, and some roads could be affected. Stay informed with National Weather Service forecasts. They'll predict river crests and timing. Prepare if you live in a flood-prone area. The good news. After this rain, a drier pattern will help rivers recede. For a few days, though, high water is a real concern. Spring thaw brings both relief and risk. Stay weather aware. Here comes the big payoff: spring's dramatic arrival. A major pattern flip sends the jet stream north, flooding the Midwest and East with warm air. By Thursday, temperatures will soar 10 to 20 degrees above average. Cities like DC, Philly, and New York could hit the 60s, while Chicago and St. Louis reach the 50s or low 60s. Snow will melt fast, and sunshine will dominate. This stretch of warmth could last through the weekend, a true taste of spring. It's the perfect time to get outside and shake off the winter blues. The change is swift and stunning. One day snow, the next, spring fever. This is what March is all about. Fast, dramatic shifts. Enjoy the sunshine and warmth while it lasts. The seasons can change in a flash. After a turbulent week, spring finally takes center stage. Get ready for a breath of fresh air. What a week. Winter's last stand, wild storms, and then a burst of spring. We start with snow and ice, then watch for flooding as everything melts. The grand finale, sunshine and warmth, with temps more like late April. It's the perfect chance to get outside and enjoy the new season. But remember, rapid changes mean you need to stay alert. Keep an eye on forecasts, especially if you live near rivers or flood-prone areas. The weather can change fast. Don't put away your winter gear just yet. Enjoy the spring preview, but stay weather aware. We'll keep you updated every step of the way. Stay safe, stay informed, and make the most of this wild week. Spring is here, at least for now.